What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to sleep with no fluff. I've noticed there's a lot of fluff on the internet, all the talking, yappa yappa yappa. We just want the information, and that's what you're here for, so I'm going to give it to you. How to sleep. First things first, you can't be eating before you sleep. It just doesn't work. It's never going to work. You can test it out. Before you sleep, never eat. Never eat 2 hours before you sleep, never eat 3 hours before you sleep. Go for as long as you can. Like eat in the morning and don't eat after that and see how good your sleep is. Of course, take into consideration your diet, obviously, but I'm just saying you can't eat before you sleep, you can't eat 3 hours before you sleep, you can't eat probably 4 hours before you sleep. Everybody's different, but just at most don't eat as soon as you sleep. I mean, as soon as you about to go to sleep. Number two, sleep at the same time every day. You know the amount of times I've told a girl, yeah, I have a bedtime, and then she's looked at me like I'm an absolute child. You need a bedtime, and this isn't helping me. But you need a bedtime. It's the only way you're gonna sleep at the same time every day. When I ask these people that laugh at me for having a bedtime, how they sleep is, it's always bad because they don't have a bedtime. They're up till late because they're on their phones and blah 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 blah. I think another thing, another very important fact is don't make excuses. Like I can only sleep at 9 o'clock because of circumstances, and I need to wake up at 4. I still make it work. I maximize those 6 7 hours to the best of my ability. And you can too. Just don't make excuses. I always sleep at 9 and I wake up at 4 because that's the only thing that works. Sometimes I don't sleep at 9 because of circumstances. I still wake up at 4, and the next day I make sure I sleep at 9. If you go more than 3 days, your circadian rhythm will, be out of place. I can't get sun. You need sunlight when you wake up, but I can't get sunlight when I wake up because there's no sun. So I do other things. I just stick to the routine. It works. Of course, if you can go one better, do that. But don't make excuses. Sleep at the same time every day. Don't eat before you sleep. That's the main things you need to do. If you can get sunlight, if you can exercise as soon as you wake up, if you have the opportunity. But at most, don't eat before you sleep. Sleep at the same time every night. Try to stay off your phone. Stressful messages from work or something will ruin your sleep. Yeah, that's all.